Hey, it's Studio Takes, and I'm Dane Scott. Well, I'm pretty excited. The box arrived yesterday, and today we did the unboxing and put it into immediate use. Wait until you see what it was and what it turned into. That's next.
Studio Takes. Real help for the aspiring voiceover artist and Fiverr entrepreneur.
A very special thing today, a coupon code at the end of today's program. I wanted to associate it with something extra special, which I think this video is. And so stay around till the end for a chance to save $30 on a voiceover coaching session and get a free $49.95 head slapper into the bargain. So that's coming up at the end of the video. Stick with me. Let's get to it. A box arrived the other day, and I wasn't really sure what it was. I had ordered several things lately. When this box came, it felt a little heavier than the other thing that I thought I was getting, and I'd kind of forgotten about this one. And so I thought, well, what in the world is this now? So we opened it up, and inside were 3 pieces of fabric, which I will show you in just a moment. But first, let me show you what I did this morning. First thing, I swept out the garage, and you can see there's still a little dust in the air after we swept out the garage. After that, I took the 3 not totally finished acoustic panels from the wall in the studio back here. And you can see that they are a wooden framework. Inside is mineral wool, they call it. And then there is a screen that is stretched over it, just a kind of a screen to hold everything in place, but which would allow sound to pass through so that it can get captured into the mineral wool. And so we have the 3 panels there, and there's another view of the 3 panels. It almost looks like they are angled, but they're not. It's just because of those little folds at the bottom that it makes it look like they kind of have an odd crypt or like a concrete mixing area in them, but it's not like that. They're just rectangles is all they are. But you can see that the mineral wool sags inside them a little bit, so that's why you need some kind of reinforcement across the front to keep the stuff from, falling out, basically. You have to have something on there, and my goal was that this was not going to be the final thing that was going to go onto these, that I was going to put something else over the top. So there we see the 3 panels that were taken off the wall in the studio this morning, and as of mid-morning, there they sat in the garage. We wanted to have a nice clean area to work in, so we swept it all out and got everything ready. At that point, I handed things over to my son, who was and is very, very good with his hands. He's good at getting everything to just be really nice and neat. And so then we took the 3 pieces of fabric and we set them on top of each panel, and then we had to spread them out, to kind of determine, okay, since this fabric was actually one photo that I had taken and which had been printed across 3 pieces of fabric, we had to determine, okay, which goes on the left, which goes on the right, which goes in the middle. And so we laid them roughly out. And what we're seeing here is the scene that's printed on the fabric, and that is a shot from the Oconto River where I live, taken from my boat just upstream, maybe about a mile. And I got into this one area and I thought, oh, this is beautiful. It looks like the Black Lagoon back in here. And so I got a few photos and chose one of them, and that's what we sent in to have printed. This fabric is a special kind of fabric that I guess you could call it acoustical fabric. It's designed to allow audio to pass through it so that the sound can pass through the fabric and become trapped in the mineral wool underneath. This same company that printed these also can build panels for you. However, we were able to build our own a lot more inexpensively than what it would have been if we had had them make the panels as well. So initially they had actually thought that that's what I was asking them to do, and they sent me the quote, and it was like, whoa. Then I said, I clarified things with them and found out that indeed that was their rate for the entire built panels. And I said, no, we just need the fabric. Well, that cut the price of it in half. So that was good because it was still expensive. So there is the first of the 3 panels after we had gotten it finished up and hung onto the wall. And a few hours later, with some more work by my son. You can see him there getting the thing arranged and making sure everything is straight. And he's got a great eye. This is kind of his specialty, is doing things like this. So getting everything exactly straight and lined up. And since it does have a body of water in the picture, the horizon has to, line up, and the water itself has to line up. And then there the three of them are. Once we got it up on the wall, this was just minutes ago, and I couldn't wait to get this recorded and posted up so you could have a chance to see the project in its completion. These panels are about 4 feet tall. They're about 2.5 feet wide each, and they are 4 inches deep. And in addition to the depth of them, then they are also offset from the wall another inch using some corks at the bottom and those strips of wood that you saw at the top. So that allows sound to also get behind them and become baffled back there too. And the recording that you're hearing right now is the room with those panels in place. I did do a recording earlier in the day while he was working on these, and the panels were not on the wall, and I could notice the difference. So I was really glad to get them back up, and especially glad now that they're looking really groovy. I love the look of this, and so it's been a successful project. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and would love to hear your comments on it. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have as well. Okay, well, I did promise you something special today, and here it is. If you use the coupon code COACHME, all in caps, no space, COACHME, over at thegeekdoctor.com, when ordering a full 1-hour coaching session, you will save $30, which is about a third of the price. So make sure to take advantage of that. And when you use the COACHME coupon code, and when you use the Coach Me coupon code, I will give you a $49.95 head slapper as well. That'll help you to earn more money if you happen to be selling on the Fiverr platform. So get to it. That's thegeekdoctor.com, and I'm going to get out of here. For now, we'll talk to you on the next Studio Takes. I'm Dane Scott.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, I think.
Hello, cutie pie.
Until I heard the voice, I'd never done a crazy thing in my whole life.
Goodbye.